Say it would call Gail Kyte.
State your name.
Gail Kyte.
You solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Have a seat right here.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so we get that you're spelling your name spelling correct. Your last name is spelled Kyte. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And where do you live?
Roan Mountain.
Okay. And do you know Megan Boswell?
I do.
Okay. How do you know her?
I was her foster mother for 4 months.
Okay. Do you know what year that was in?
2018 to February of 2019.
Okay. Do you know how old Megan was when she came to live with you?
17.
Okay. And do you see her in the courtroom today?
I do.
Can you point her out to us, please? Okay. And I'm going to ask that you describe what she's wearing, please.
Looks like a black and white shirt.
Okay. We had asked the record to reflect she's identified the defendant. Were you also living in Roan Mountain during 2018?
I was.
Okay. Was Megan pregnant when she came to live with you?
She was.
Do you may not, but do you recall how far along she was?
7 months.
Okay. And do you remember when Evelyn was born?
I do.
Okay. What month was that?
November
Of 2018?
2018.
Okay. And did Megan and Evelyn continue to live with you during that time?
They did.
Okay. Did Evelyn appear to be developing normally?
She did.
Okay. I'm assuming you have children of your own.
I do.
Any concerns, based on your own personal experience, that you had with Megan caring for Evelyn?
No,
Okay. Everything seemed to be appropriate?
it did.
Okay. And did Megan take Evelyn to all of her pediatric appointments?
Yes,
How did she get there during the time she was living with you?
I took her.
You took her? Okay. To your memory, did you take her to all of those appointments?
While she was living with me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And I think you've already said they lived with you about 4 months, and she moved out in February of 2019. Is that right?
That's correct.
And do you know where they moved?
To her father's home.
Okay. That'd be Tommy Boswell?
Yes,
Okay. Did you continue to have contact with her after they moved out?
I did.
Okay. How did you keep in contact?
Most of it was Facebook texts, calls.
Okay. And do you remember Megan bringing Evelyn to visit you in September of 2019?
I do.
Okay. And would Evelyn, so she wasn't quite 1 year old at that point, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. Was Evelyn walking yet?
She was toddling.
Okay. So still occasionally holding on to things, but letting go occasionally, or did she wasn't letting go yet?
She was letting go. She was taking a step or two on her own.
Okay. And again, this is right before, 2 months before her first birthday. Did she appear to be developing normally?
She did.
Did she appear healthy?
She did.
Okay. After that visit in September, do you remember Megan contacting you regarding babysitting?
She did.
Okay. And do you remember when that was? What month that was?
She reached out to me several times. The first time was in August. She was wanting to go to school.
Okay.
And then she reached out to me, I want to say again, towards the end of December.
Okay. I'm going to, let's see here. Okay. I'm going to show you a document to see if that helps you with your date a little bit. Okay. Do you recognize, we won't be able to say what it is quite yet, but do you recognize that document?
I do.
Okay, what is it?
That's text messages between me and Megan.
Okay, and what is the date of those messages?
December the 3rd of 2019.
Okay, and is that a fair and accurate representation of the conversation that you had with her via text or Facebook Messenger on that date?
Yes.
Okay, Your Honor, we'd ask that to be made exhibit number 87.
Any objection?
No, sir.
Before exhibit 87.
And permission to publish, Your Honor. Okay. Okay, Gail, can you read that okay?
I can.
Okay. So is this one of the times that Megan was looking for a babysitter?
It was.
And what did she say to you there on December 3rd, 2019?
She says, do you think your sister would babysit and let me pay her at the end of the week? I just got a job and won't get paid until next week. I just started today.
Okay.
And I told her, yes, I knew she would.
Okay.
She said, what's her number? Sometimes, mommy gets sick and she already keeps her for school. I talked to her. She said that was fine.
Okay. So essentially she's indicating that Sue can babysit. Is that right? And Sue is your sister?
She is.
Okay. And then what do you say to Megan?
Sue wants you to call her. She wanted to know if you had a pack and play you could bring.
Okay. And what does Megan say?
I'm at work. Yes, I have one.
Okay. Does that help refresh your memory a little bit on the date?
It does.
So it would have been early December, not late December?
Correct.
Okay. Now, is there a reason you were not able to babysit?
I had broken some ribs. I had 2 broke ribs.
Okay. And so you essentially gave her the name of your sister, Sue Whitson.
Correct.
Where does Sue live? Or where did Sue live at the time?
In Elizabethton.
Okay. Does she still live in Elizabethton?
She does.
Okay. And to your knowledge, did Sue in fact babysit Evelyn a few times?
She did.
Around the same time, do you remember talking to Megan about, excuse me, a new boyfriend that she had?
I do.
Do you remember what that boyfriend's name was?
Hunter Wood.
Okay. And did Megan ever reach out to you about Hunter Wood?
She did.
Okay. And do you remember when that was?
December the 22nd.
Okay. How do you remember that date?
It was a Sunday. There was a church play, and we were getting ready to go, and she wanted me to meet Hunter.
Okay.
And I told her that we were getting ready to leave for church, so she said that they would meet us at the church.
Okay. What type of play was it at church?
A Christmas play.
Okay.
Children's Christmas
Okay.
play.
And did Megan and Hunter actually come to church that day?
They did.
Did they have Evelyn with them?
They did not.
Did you ask Megan where Evelyn was?
I did.
And what did she say?
She told me that Ethan had her, that they were sharing custody.
Okay. Did she appear sad when she told you that?
She seemed fine.
Okay. Did she act like anything was wrong that day?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought they were discussing it. Take a moment to look at that and see if you recognize it. Do you
I
recognize
do.
that? Okay. Can you tell me what it is?
It's text messages between me and Megan.
Okay. What date were those messages sent?
January the 13th.
Of 2020?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that a fair and accurate representation of your conversation with Megan on that date?
It is.
Your Honor, we'd ask that be made exhibit number 88.
Objection? No, sir. Full exhibit 88.
Permission to publish? Okay. So it looks like you start this conversation by asking how she and Evelyn are doing. And what does Megan say in response?
Good. Ethan has half custody now.
Okay. And then you respond, I almost bought Evelyn a beautiful dress at Cracker Barrel, wasn't sure what size. And what does Megan say in response?
She wears 18 months now. Isn't that crazy? Hunter and I can come when we get off work. Ethan has Evelyn until Friday, though.
Okay. And continuing the conversation,
I told her wait until Thursday. We're having a DCS home inspection tomorrow, and I'm cleaning and getting ready. It makes me nervous.
Okay.
LOL.
okay. And what does Megan say in response?
Don't be nervous. You and Rick are hands down the best foster parents anyone could ask for. In a lot of ways, you are my family more than my actual family.
Okay, and what do you say?
Thank you. We love you and that baby. Is Ethan out of the Army?
And then what does Megan say?
We love you, and yes, he is.
Okay. And we're going to move forward to February of 2020. We are not going to be able to say what somebody told you, okay? Do you remember, though, being contacted by someone named Shirley Boswell Lowry?
I do.
And who is this person?
Megan's aunt.
Okay, how did she contact you?
First by Facebook Messenger, and then I asked her to give me a call.
Okay, and give me just 1 second. Had you ever been contacted by her before?
No.
Okay. Okay. So, again, we're not going to be able to talk about what she told you, but what did you tell her about what Megan had told you?
I told her that I didn't know where Evelyn was. I also told her that last time I'd spoken with Megan that she had told me Ethan had half custody of Evelyn.
Okay. And did you have Evelyn?
I did
I know
not.
that may be a crazy question, but you did not.
No.
Okay. What did you do? Based on that conversation, what did you do?
I tried calling Megan.
Okay. And did you call her phone?
I did.
Okay.
And I got a hold of Tommy. Tommy, Megan's dad,
okay.
had her phone.
Okay. And what did you tell Tommy?
I was looking for Megan, and then he discussed the same thing Shirley
Okay, yeah,
had
we-
discussed.
And we won't be able to get into what he said. We can only essentially get into something that maybe Megan told you or something that you say yourself. I know it's a little confusing. Okay, so essentially you call Megan's phone, but Tommy answers.
Correct.
Okay, and you're essentially trying to get in touch with Megan. You didn't get in touch with her that way, so what did you do next?
I text her by Facebook.
Okay. And did she respond to you?
She did. She
Okay.
said she didn't have a phone. She couldn't talk. That it had to be by text message.
Okay. And was that Facebook Messenger?
It was.
Okay. Did you contact anyone else that day?
I did.
Who did you contact?
Constance Cole from DCS.
Okay. And who is Constance? How do you, is that through the
That-
foster care stuff?
It was.
Okay. And were you able to get in touch with Constance?
I could not. It was after hours, so I left her a message on her phone.
Okay. And what message did you leave?
I told her that Evelyn was missing.
Okay. So when is the last time you yourself saw Evelyn alive?
When she brought her to my home in September.
September. And that'd be September 2019?
It was.
Okay. Please answer any questions the defense has for you.
Good morning, Ms. Kyte. My name's Gene Scott. How are you?
I'm fine. You?
I'm good, thank you. I want to talk to you just a little bit about, you came to know Megan when she came into your care in foster care.
That's correct.
She was pregnant at the time.
She was.
Did you go to doctor's appointments with her, take her there and stuff?
I did.
Okay. How did her pregnancy go? Did it seem to go normal?
It did. She was a little underweight, but she started putting on weight once she got there.
Okay. You say Megan was underweight when she came to live with you?
She was 7 months pregnant, and you couldn't even tell she was pregnant.
Goodness. Were you present for any medical procedures she received while she was pregnant?
No, most I would take her, but I would stay out in the lobby.
Do you know if she had any medical issues while she was pregnant?
No,
You don't know, or
I don't know.
okay. Had you been told she had intrauterine growth restriction?
If we're object to hearsay.
Probably is. So you didn't witness any procedures?
No,
I feel like you're wanting to say more.
well, I do know that she.
Object to hearsay.
Okay, don't. If unless it's something you know of your own knowledge, you can't talk about it. I appreciate that. How did she act while she was pregnant? Did you take an interest in being healthy and having a healthy baby?
She did.
Okay. And I guess you were with her when she had the baby?
I was.
Okay. Did she seem to take to the baby right away?
She did.
And I guess, basically you were helping her raise the baby when the baby was first born.
That's correct.
Was she loving to the child?
Very much so.
Was she devoted to the child?
Yes.
Did you ever see any issues of her neglecting or abusing the child?
Never.
After she went back to her, I guess she turned 18 when have aged out of foster care. Is that?
She was getting ready to turn 18, but she had got her a diploma, so they were letting her start trial visits, and then the trial visits led to her being going back to her father's home.
And how did Megan seem to take that going back?
She was fine with it.
Did you keep in touch with her?
We did.
Okay. Up through, you said the last time you saw Evelyn was in September of 2019, right?
Correct.
So up until that time, did you ever see any signs of abuse, neglect, or anything but a loving mother?
No.
That's all the questions I have. Thank you, Ms. Kyte.
Nothing from the state.
It should be released.
From the state, yes.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Kyte, thank you for your testimony today. You're released from this being a man free to go.
Good. We approach.
Yeah.